This is behind the scenes at BizX 2020. We're getting ready to get on stage. We're doing sound checks. We've got this amazing audio crew here, and this is what it's like when you're getting set up. You've got to go through the motions of making sure the sound is right, making sure the slides are right, making sure the visuals are right, videos, everything is perfect, and so that when you get on stage, the audience gets an amazing experience. And so it's all about the preparation, it's all about the focus on the detail, and it's always about focus on the audience experience. Good morning, BizX. I'm so happy to be here. I love Nashville, but I love you guys. I had a chance to come in yesterday and watch some of the speakers and watch you interact, and how you're an amazing group of people. And one of the things that I admire most about you is that you're here to learn, and that you're open to learning, and that you're thinking about how can I get better at my business and get better at what I do every single day. And you're one of the rare people, or a group of rare people, because most people don't do that. They don't seek out more knowledge. They stay stuck in their ways, and they never expand. So congratulations to you for being here. Coach Bo is one of these guys that his whole life has been about being a coach. He wears football shorts when it's snowing. Coach Bo. And Coach Bo had worked really, really hard to get this job, and he was brand new. And as the Spartans are moving the ball down the field, you start hearing Coach Bo start screaming at these kids. How bad do you want it, boys? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it, boys? How bad do you want it? And he's running down the field screaming at them, how bad do you want it? Now, Coach Bo, anybody know who Steve Spurrier is? Great. If you know Steve Spurrier, when Steve Spurrier gets mad, he throws his visor off. Coach Bo takes his clothes off. Stuff's going everywhere. They usually have to put a cop next to him, put some stuff back on. He's got somebody holding on to him, but he's wild up. So they blow the whistle. Coach Bo's down on the side as far as he can go. How bad do you want it, boys? How bad do you want it? We're screaming, how bad do you want it? Because we picked this up too. They hike the ball, they run the play, and we stop them dead in the red zone. And that was the moment. That was the moment when you saw it. That was the moment when you saw that team lift their shoulders up. When you saw those kids believe that they could win. That they proved to themselves that they could get there. Now, there's a story that I didn't know until later on, and this is about Coach Bo. And by the way, this is a message to the coaches in the room. To Coach Bo is an amazing coach, an amazing man. He put a stake in the ground very early when he got that job, and he said, we are going to win the backyard battle. He told everybody he was going to win. In fact, he told all the players they were going to win. The thing about a great coach like Coach Bo is, see, a great can see in you what you cannot see in yourself. A great coach can lift you up. A great coach can inspire you. A great coach can help you find a way to win when it doesn't look like there is a way. And that's exactly what Coach Bo did. And for the rest of that game, it was back and forth. It was a war of attrition. Those kids lit up. We got our kids playing both sides of the ball. They're throwing everything at us, including the kitchen sink. We sacked their quarterback so many times he wouldn't stay in the pocket anymore. The quarterback goes into the shotgun. They hike the ball to the Edmund Burke quarterback, and he gets the ball. He's got one shot at the end zone. Coach Bo's on the sideline screaming at our kids in defense, how bad do you want it, boys? How bad do you want it? One more play, one more play. How bad do you want it? In the stands, we're screaming, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? He's looking, searching, trying to find anything. We're not rushing. We're giving him time. And he finds his star receiver. This kid's 8'2", in the back of the end zone. He's covered by our little 5'3" safety. And he sees it in the back, and he reaches back and he lets the ball go. And I know in movies, like only in movies, you see slow-mo, but I'm telling you it happens in real life. The ball takes a slow spiral. Coach Bo's on the sideline. How bad do you want it, boys? I'm holding onto my wife's arm. She's saying, let me go, you're hurting me. The ball is spiraling. Their star receiver, great athlete, reaches up, and you can see the ball in his hands right in the back of the end zone. It's right there. And it's that moment that you know that we just lost the game. And we have this little kid that's out back there covering him, this little safety. And he stretches and stretches, and somehow another, he touches that ball, tips it, and the ball rolls to the back of the end zone, and we win the backyard battle. It was amazing. All 13 of us ran out into the field together. I'd never experienced anything quite like it, where a group of underdog kids who had no chance of winning a game because of a coach and a belief I can control my actions, my reactions, and my mindset, chose to win. You see, the thing is that there's always going to be prospecting that sucks. There's always going to be a competitor. There's always going to be a giant. There's always going to be something in your way, that BS story that you have inside your head that tells you that you can't. There's always going to be something there, always, always. The lesson that you learn through all of this is that, yeah, it's important that you can answer the question, how bad do I want it? But the one thing that you can take to the bank is that when you change your mindset, you can control your mindset, just like these kids, you can change your game. Thank you guys very much for having me at ActionCoach. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Awesome.
Prospecting is the go-to in my Audible in my car.
Awesome.
Doubled the business in the last year.
Thank you so much. I love that.
Okay.
Jeb, Ford Ties.
Hey, Ford, how are you doing?
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
use
too.
your stuff all the time.
Oh, thank you so
Absolutely
much.
Love it.
Thank you.
Years ago, we ran an ad with you and Sales
Yeah,
Gravy,
yeah.
and it got rejected because they said it was multi-level marketing.
Oh, really?
And you personally called me to apologize and said, I know who ActionCoach is, and it just was a mistake. And I've told that story so many times. And I'm so grateful that you did that. So anyway, it's very nice to meet
story.
you finally.
Thank you for
After all these years. That had been 12 years
It was a long time ago.
Right after we first started.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think I remember that call, but thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for
Awesome.
everything you're giving us.
What a great story. That's exactly right.
That's right.
She's got a call block to get to.
I do. Call block to get to.
Hey, Dean, how you
Pleasure to
doing?
meet you,
Pleasure to
yes.
meet you too. How are you doing?
Well, how are you?
Awesome.
You're a legend where I'm from, Albuquerque,
Really?
New Mexico.
A legend in Albuquerque.
Sales Gravy, man. Been using it for years.
So you got the social right? You got to have that's him.
Yeah.
You got to have it both ways.
I was going to bring my book and I completely forgot. It's all dog-eared and
I
beat
love
up.
dog-eared books.
And my receptionist is going to start making phone calls tomorrow morning.
Thank
Awesome.
you very much.
Nice to meet
I'm
you,
your
Bruce.
biggest fan.
Oh, really?
I am.
Really?
Really?
That's awesome. Wait a minute. We're right here. This is my biggest fan. Period. Is Bruce. Thank you so
Forever.
much. Forever.
For Betsy, that's
Betsy?
Betsy. She came through the
Okay.
line earlier. I'm like, I've got your book.
Betsy.
Betsy,
V-E-T-S-Y.
S-Y, yes.
Okay.
And for me, for Sue.
For S-U-E, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming today, and it was awesome information and
Thank you.
speaking the world that I live in every day. So
Thank you so
it
much.
was
Thank you
great.
so much. I
So
appreciate
nice to
that.
meet
You're
you.
so
Thanks.
kind.
I'm
Gustavo, how are
I'm
you?
Good. I'm from Mexico, and we have
right.
a tradition about kicking the butt.
Yep.
So, now, do the kick.
What's that?
Just keep me in the butt.
Kick you in the butt? Like that?
That's right.
All right. Did you get that? Wait, one more.
That's right.
Gustavo, nice to meet you.
Thank you. Because some of the things I was successful
Yeah.
despite myself. But just the terminology on the telephone, having the four parts of the conversation.
It works.
I get 95% of my appointments that way.
I know it's crazy. People look at me and go, "There's no way it's going to work." I'm going, "Look,
Right.
we're talking to the human brain. This is all psychology.
Right.
It just works.
And it's true. Once you have the funnel, the emotion, it's easy.
Exactly.
Everything's open.
Everything works better.
Great event today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Jennifer, how are you doing?
I loved you.
Oh, thank you so
Loved
much.
you.
Thank you. Hey, Adam, how you doing?
Good, man. How do you constantly stay motivated? That's the biggest thing that I suffer with as an entrepreneur. Everything's on me as sales-wise, and so that's my biggest struggle is, we're good right now. How do I keep motivating myself, right?
I just go back to desire. Like there's certainly days when I get down as an entrepreneur. There's no doubt about it. I get depressed. Some things don't go my way. I don't have a wallow in my, a gene in me that lets me wallow in sorrow too long. So the biggest thing is to just go back to, okay, why am I here? What do I want? And I use setbacks as fuel. So I just change the way they sound in my head. So a lot of it's just like you think about if you feel like you're down or not motivated, it's just you telling yourself that.
Right.
So the big thing is just change the conversation you're having with yourself. I'm not saying that's easy. Look, I'm not, I'm just saying that that's like there's no magic pill there, but it is really about looking ahead and then believing and trusting yourself, and you're going to do great.
Right. Because when I prospect, when I go out there, I feel that thing in my stomach. Oh, don't go in there. I don't want to go in there. It's uncomfortable. But I make myself go in there.
Exactly.
It's just getting out of the office.
Exactly. Well, that's where we go back to eat the frog, right?
Yep.
So if you start your day doing that, it'll be a lot easier. But if you go half a day and and think about, for you, that rejection's really a barrier for you, and that's just who you are as a human being. You're probably really empathetic. You don't like to be rejected. So you only have so much willpower a day, and then it begins to wear out. So if you wait till later in the day to go do that, you're never going to do it because it's just not in your nature. So what I would suggest is go back to eat the frog in the morning.
Do the hard things first.
Do the hard things first, and don't go, if you're going to go knock on 10 doors, go knock on 10 doors and then call it a day and go on. But if you do that a little bit every day, it'll pay off. And I bet what's happening now is you're trying to go out and do it all at one time because you put it off and put it off. Just change that, and I promise it'll make you better.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Kevin, is that right?
Yeah.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Jamaica. That's where I got married.
Really?
Yeah.
On the North Coast?
Ocho Rios.
Yeah, North Coast.
Yeah, is that North Coast? Yeah. Yeah, I got married there. We took like 20 people with us and went there, and we had our wedding there. And it was amazing. It's a beautiful place. Melanie, nice to meet you, Melanie. Awesome, thank you.
I'm so excited. I want to read all your books. You are amazing.
Thank you so much. I want to hear, that's what I want to hear. I want to read all your books.
I found it so much easier for me to speak to other people about other people's businesses. I find it so much harder to call them and speak about my business. Why is that? I don't understand.
Well, I can tell you I had exactly the same thing. So when I started my business and I'm selling, sales training, I'm selling me. Like I've got 23 trainers now, so it's a little easier, but back then it was just me. So if someone says no to you, they're not just rejecting like the idea, it feels like they're rejecting you. And I have a book called Objections that you should read, and it answers this question. It'll tell you why it's happening, so at least you'll understand why that's going on. Because it's not a psychological thing. It's just human. So I've struggled with the same thing. I had a really, really, really hard time with that.
Especially with people that you know, then you feel more rejected. You feel like, oh my God, I don't want to call anybody else.
I know. You're exactly right. That's not going to change. You won't. There's not a magic pill that's going to save you from that feeling. You just have to kind of just accept it, plow through it, and keep asking. And what I will tell you is that over time it gets easier because you do it more often. You'll build up sort of immunity to the way it feels, but it's normal to feel that way. And I promise you, when in the early days of building my business, I was exactly the same way. I could sell for other people, but then I was trying to do it for myself. It hurt. And people told me no.
I was easier at rejection when I was younger, and the older I get, I don't know, I find it tougher.
Read Objections. It'll give you the frameworks you need in those situations, and it'll help you with some of the psychology of that. And I promise you it'll help you. You can. My email's in the back of the book. Send me an email. Let me know what you think. So that's it for BizX 2020. What a great crowd, amazing people. I enjoyed meeting everyone and delivering the message that prospecting is the key to your success, and that you have to pay for success in business and sales with prospecting in advance. I had a blast. Thank you so much, BizX and ActionCoach, for bringing me in as your keynote speaker.